All right, let's get right into it. You know, for the longest time, the career playbook in India was pretty straightforward. Get a good education, land a secure job. But that whole script, it's being completely flipped. We're going to talk about a huge shift that's turning job seekers into the very people building India's future.
And this is not just some small trend. I mean, just look at this number. Over 21 lakh direct jobs. That's the incredible impact of India's startups. We're not just talking about a handful of success stories here. This is a massive economic engine, and it's being powered by a whole new generation of innovators.
So this really gets us to the heart of what we're talking about today. It seems like a simple question, right? But the answer? Well, the answer changes everything. It's so much more than just starting a business. It's about fundamentally changing how you look at the world, what you do with your skills, and what you believe is possible. Let's break that down.
To really get this, you have to realize that the old rules just don't apply anymore. We're looking at a totally new career equation. The old formulas for what success looks like are being swapped out for something way more dynamic, way more entrepreneurial.
And if you need proof, here it is. Over 200,000 startups officially registered under the Startup India initiative. Think about that. Every single one of those represents someone who looked at a problem and decided, you know what, I'm going to solve that instead of just looking for a job title. This isn't a future trend, this is the reality right now.
Okay, so this next part is honestly the most critical piece of the whole puzzle, the mindset. It's one thing to know the game has changed, but you need a new mental map to play it. We're talking about completely rewiring your brain to think less like an employee and more like a founder.
So let's break this down. It all starts with how you see problems. A job seeker, and we've all been there, sees a gap in the system and just gets frustrated, right? You think, oh, someone should really fix this. But the job creator, their brain is wired differently. They see that exact same frustration and a little light bulb goes off. That's not a problem. That's a business opportunity.
Okay, let's talk about risk. This is a big one. The traditional path is all about playing it safe, finding stability. The creator mindset totally redefines that idea. It's not about being reckless, not at all. It's about taking smart, calculated risks. And get this, failure isn't the end of the world. It's just data. It's information that tells you what doesn't work, which actually gets you one step closer to what does.
And this is a brilliant way to think about skills. A job seeker often focuses on becoming an expert in one specific area, like coding or marketing. And that's super valuable. But a job creator has to be more like the conductor of an orchestra. They don't need to be the best at playing every single instrument, but they have to know how they all work together to create something beautiful. That's systems thinking, seeing the whole picture.
And finally, think about the scale of your impact. For a job seeker, success is often measured by personal output, maybe a promotion or a raise. For a job creator, the success metric is so much bigger. It's about the ripple effect, the jobs they create, the lives they change, the value they add to the whole community. It's a fundamental shift from thinking about me to thinking about we.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but it's also kind of intimidating, right? Making that leap feels like a huge deal. But here's the really good news. You are not expected to do this all on your own, not by a long shot.
And that's maybe the most important takeaway here. This whole journey is supported. There is an incredible network of resources out there, literally designed to help you succeed, to take some of that risk off the table, and to get you in the room with the people you need to know.
So where do you even start? Well, first up, you've got the Startup India Hub. Think of it like your startup starter pack. It's full of super practical stuff, free templates for all those crucial legal and HR things, which can save you a ton of money right at the beginning. Plus, it connects you with mentors through the MAARG program, people who've actually been there and done that. It's all about making that first step way less scary.
Then there's the Atal Innovation Mission, or AIM. And this is so cool because it's playing the long game. They're setting up over 10,000 tinkering labs in schools, getting the next generation thinking like innovators from an early age. And for you, if you're in a university, their incubation centers are basically a bridge to help you take a brilliant idea from the classroom and turn it into a real-world, market-ready product.
Next, we've got MYBharat. This is all about community on a massive scale. We're talking about a digital platform with over 2 crore users. It's a place where you can learn by doing, connect with peers, and access a mentorship hub. This is where you might just find your future co-founder or your first batch of loyal supporters.
And for those of you whose ideas are really on the cutting edge, well, that's where the meaty Startup Hub comes in. This is the specialized, high-tech zone. If you're working on deep tech, AI, or robotics, this is your home base. They provide the very specific expert support you're going to need to build the future.
Okay, so we've talked about the mindset shift, and we've talked about the incredible support system that's out there. So what now? Well, now we get to the most exciting part, the clear, actionable steps you can take to go from a simple idea to a real-life company.
Look at this. This isn't just a list of suggestions. It's a literal roadmap for you. First, you can actually pitch your idea at the highest levels. Second, you can solve real-world problems with serious backing. Third, you can get the critical seed funding to bring your idea to life. And finally, you can connect with the entire ecosystem, investors, mentors, collaborators, all in one place. This isn't theoretical. It's a real path you can start on today.
So when you put all of this together, the new way of thinking, the ecosystem of support, that clear roadmap, it all boils down to one final, powerful idea. It's the one question that truly defines the job creator.
Just let this sink in for a moment. We're living in an era of AI and automation, where a lot of traditional jobs are changing or disappearing. So where is real career security? It's not about finding a safe little corner in someone else's system anymore. The most secure, most future-proof career is the one you build for yourself. That's the ultimate advantage.
And so we end with this. This is the question that every great founder asks themselves. It's not just what can I get for myself? It's what problem can I solve today that will build value, create opportunities, and generate wealth for my entire community tomorrow? That right there is the heart of the job creator mindset. So, what's your answer?